Man, what is up, YouTube? It's your boy ABE Money Reacts, and today I'm here with another reaction. We got Damian Lillard trade to the Bucks. Okay, yeah, wow, yeah. I know I'm late. Yeah, I heard about it yesterday. Just been really busy with school and all of that, but you know, yeah. Let's see how this trade goes down. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, wow, and I give my commentary. Yeah.
Breaking news from the NBA, Adrian Wojnarowski is the man behind the news. Damian Lillard from Portland to Milwaukee. Woj, give us the details and all the players involved in this trade.
Jay, blockbuster deal that lands the Milwaukee Bucks and Giannis Antetokounmpo, All-NBA guard Damian Lillard. It's a three-team trade that brings Lillard to the Bucks. Portland got a tremendous haul back, including DeAndre Ayton from the Phoenix Suns, Drew Holiday from the Bucks, an unprotected 2019 or 2029 Milwaukee first-round pick.
So obviously the Bucks get Dame, Suns get Yusuf Nurkic, I guess, Grayson Allen, okay, whatever. Nasir Little, Keon Johnson, don't know who that is, but yeah, I don't care. That's not my team. Blazers get Drew Holiday, Ayton, and a few first-round picks. So what I think about this? Nah, the East is gonna be crazy this year. The West too a little bit, but yeah. But this is not my team though. I can already see the Milwaukee bandwagons right now, but I'm staying loyal to my Celtics. Yes, it's gonna be us and them in the Eastern Conference Finals. Who can beat them? We have a good chance of beating them. I know they have Dame and all of that now. That easily could go 7-game series. I'm still sticking with Celtics. That's my team. I don't know. Philly. I don't know about Philly. I don't. Cavs. I don't see it unless if there's a lot of injuries like this year's playoffs, like where everybody was getting injured like every 1.2 seconds. Then I don't know, but hopefully if like everybody's healthy and all of that for us, for Celtics. But man, freak. All right, let's move on.
And a couple of unprotected pick swaps. Yusuf Nurkic, Grayson Allen, Nasir Little, Keon Johnson. They go to a Suns team that was ready to move on from Ayton. They certainly saved some money with Nurkic, but a very good veteran center. But I think for Portland now, they're going to look to move on Drew Holiday. He could be a free agent next year. They are rebuilding with really a terrific group of young guards. And now this deal, and
I will give him credit. He stayed like 11 years with them, I guess. I forgot. Yeah, he stayed there for a long time. And let him get traded. Shoot, about time, finally. I thought he was going to, I thought he was going to stay in Portland for a little bit and then, like, maybe go to Miami. But, like, I was like, who's Miami going to trade for this guy? I was thinking Tyler Hero. He could go to the Portland Trailblazers and they get Dame, but hey, they were sleeping once again. Miami, he is sick right now.
in the return for the Blazers, you can't really fully constitute it till you see now what they can get for Drew Holiday, who's certainly a championship level point guard, multi-time All-Star. And now for the Milwaukee Bucks, though, this is an organization that made the Drew Holiday trade a few years ago to pair with Giannis Antetokounmpo, won a title. And now they may have very well have extended their window with Giannis by bringing in Damian Lillard, a player that Giannis was determined to play with. And this was, I think, the relationships with Joe Cronin, the Portland GM, John Horst in Milwaukee. Milwaukee stayed in this, trying to find a deal and trying to find the assets that would allow them to land Lillard, and they do it. And so now certainly Milwaukee makes itself a favorite in the East, bringing in Lillard, who has 4 years left on his deal. Obviously asked for the trade back in early July. He wanted the Miami Heat. I'm told that Portland and Miami never seriously engaged and got any real traction in talks. Portland did not love what Miami had to offer them, and now they land in DeAndre Ayton, a young center who fits the timeline with this very athletic Portland group they're putting together. And remember now, Damian Lillard, as he goes back to the Bucks, he'll be reunited with his former head coach in Portland, Terry Stotts, who is now an assistant coach on new coach Adrian Griffin's staff in Milwaukee.
Well, that's a lot to digest. Okay. I want to move off of Dame for a second and talk about Phoenix, because there was talk, what they were going to do with DeAndre Ayton. So with him gone, what does this do for the Suns?
Well, this certainly allows them, listen, they certainly save some money moving on Ayton, bringing in Nurkic, who makes about half the money that Ayton did. I think $54 million on the rest of his deal. Ayton was over $100 million.
I don't see them much difference in the Suns getting use of Nurkic. I don't see it. They'll probably be second round exits, the Suns. Who knows? Because they got to go through the Nuggets. If the Lakers make the playoffs, they probably will, but I don't know. They got to go through those teams. So, I don't know. Those are neither my teams.
But certainly that relationship had run its course in Phoenix. Ayton is certainly former #1 overall pick, certainly a very talented player. He fits in with that group in Portland. He fits in with their timeline of a young team. And now you look at Phoenix. They gather up more depth. Nasir Little, another wing player. Grayson Allen gives them certainly some shooting from that guard spot. And Yusuf Nurkic, who's been a very good center in the NBA. Again, I think this certainly is a deal for the Suns, that further solidify them in the Western Conference.
Woj, I know sometimes these trades are pending physicals and whatnot. When will all this be official?
Well, you're right. There are physicals. There's finalizing of players showing up. I think getting this done ahead of the start of training camp was important for all these teams. They don't love to have this linger into camp, and you almost have to hit a reset button sometimes when you get to the start of camp. So there was urgency to get this deal done, but it was just completed really in the last hour, and Damian Lillard headed to the Milwaukee Bucks.
Has there been any reaction that you've heard from Dame? He was very, very public and very, I want to go to Miami, and so that's not going to happen. Anything from him?
With the Bucks
nothing yet, certainly. And listen, he and his camp were very vocal that they wanted the Heat. That's how you have to play it. You've got to try to convince other teams that you're going to be an unhappy player if he is traded there. But now that the deal is done to the Bucks, the chance to play with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Damian Lillard has talked about wanting to play for a championship contender. He gets that now. He may be playing certainly with one of the best 1, 2, 3 players in the NBA, maybe the best player in the NBA in Giannis Antetokounmpo. Certainly, I think Milwaukee had a comfort level that once they got Damian Lillard into their organization, into the fold, that they'd be able to sell him on everything that awaits him there. But he's got 4 years left on his deal, Jay. And again, this is a window now where he can not just win a championship, he has a chance to win multiple championships with this group in Milwaukee.
SportsCenter, our breaking news this hour. We have a blockbuster trade in the NBA. Damian Lillard going to the Milwaukee Bucks. You can see all the details there on your screen. But essentially, Drew Holiday and DeAndre Ayton also part of a 3-team trade here that, again, lands Damian Lillard in Milwaukee with the Bucks. Let's get more insight on this and bring in our NBA reporter Ramona Shelburne now. And Ramona, Damian Lillard headed to Milwaukee to team up with Giannis Antetokounmpo. What sort of reaction have you been hearing to this blockbuster trade, and what was your reaction to it?
I mean, this made sense when you heard what Giannis Antetokounmpo said all summer long, which is, I want to be on a team that's as committed to winning as I am. Well, this is a pretty big swing to show that you're committed to winning. And Damian Lillard has said the whole time, I want to compete for a championship. He's going to compete for a championship now with Giannis Antetokounmpo in Milwaukee. And this was not one of the destinations that he had expressed an interest to going to, but I'm told this was one of the destinations he was considering. And it's hard to say no to a chance to win, especially when it's next to a guy who's won 2 MVPs.
Yeah, and this is huge, obviously, also in keeping Giannis Antetokounmpo in Milwaukee. Let's go to now DeAndre Ayton, because he's headed to Portland. What can you tell us about him landing in Portland and what his future looks like there?
So the Suns have been engaged with the Portland Trail Blazers sort of separately from this conversation for a while now. Ayton is a guy that they feel will pair very well with their young guards and Scoot Henderson, and he's excited about this chance to restart, have a new head coach, restart everything. Even though he had developed a good relationship with Frank Vogel in Phoenix over the course of this summer, he thinks he can blossom as he's going to be one of the top options on the Trailblazers, and they're excited about him. They've had an interest in him for a while.
Interesting. So building around one DeAndre Ayton. Drew Holiday also involved in this trade. What can you tell us about him now going to Portland for at least the foreseeable? Yeah.
Last week on NBA Today, I said Drew Holiday was the bellwether for Giannis. Okay, he was due for an extension starting in February. If he extended with the Bucks, that was a good sign for Giannis to stay with the franchise long term. Well, he's not on the Bucks anymore. He's in Portland, but the question is for how long, because he still is extension eligible. And any team that trades for him knows that he could leave as a free agent. He could decline a player option and leave as a free agent. One team to watch here, a reunion with the team that he started with, the Philadelphia 76ers, who have issues of their own in the backcourt. But I know there's some interest level there. It's very early on in these discussions, but they have expressed interest already.
I'll tell you, though, when one of these blockbuster trades happen, it feels like the ball just keeps on rolling. Also, Wednesday, January 31st, Bucks play in Portland. That would be the first time that Damian Lillard would be back in front of his home crowd.
January 31st.
You've had time to look that up? You've had time to look that up already?
I have other people in my ear and around me, Ramon.
All right, man, they're just talking. But, yeah, how do I feel? I mean, it's going to be competitive Eastern Conference, to be honest with you. Like, it's annoying. Golly. But, I have faith in my Celtics, all right? Let's go. It's going to be tough, but, yeah. Wow. About damn time. I thought he was going to stay with the Blazers for another year, but, hey, you got to go. You got to go sometimes. So, yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. What do you think about the Damian Lillard trade? Let me know in the comment section. We is out. Peace.